My name is Carlos Murrieta. I'm an architect, co-founder, and principal at Merge Architectural Group.
My first question I have for you is what key life experiences have formed who you are today?
How I decided to become an architect. I grew up in Mexico City, which is one of the most dense cities in the world. I used to see all of this development around me. And then I moved to a really small town close to the border here in Mexico. And noticed that there was no development at all. And that was the first time that I decided that I was going to be one of those guys that were going to build a city or be part of a city.
How did you become passionate and involved when you came to Phoenix?
I came here to live in early 2000. The first impression that I got was, in reality, there was a lot of things happening, which, will get you excited, to try to be part of and participate in any way possible.
What do you think makes Phoenix a great city now?
The city has, everything that you can ask for in terms of employment and entertainment, and the entire area, has a lot to offer. And then the most important or interesting for me is that a lot of people that reside in Phoenix are not originally from Phoenix. So there's a lot of multicultural things happening, that make it more rich.
What would you say that those core values are and how that reflects in your work?
My core values is basically a pursuit to try to do things the best as possible. Since I was a kid, I was always told that, we need to leave this world better than the way we found it. And I believe that for me, Phoenix has been a canvas, that will allow me to try to make things better. I think there's a lot of opportunities to make the city and all of the different areas more connected, develop in many ways. It's a work in progress, and I think that there's still a lot to do.
What are some projects or activities that you're involved in?
The reason I became a founder of NOMA is because I experienced myself the need to have somebody, a network and a support group to be able to grow as a professional. And I felt that NOMA was a way to do it. I also realized that navigating through NCARB, being a person that didn't go to school here, that was coming from having a license in another country and just trying to navigate, all of these areas to be able to get involved into architecture, it took me a while. And I'm one of the committee members that is developing exams for NCAR. Having a curiosity and trying to see how I can help that part, I end up getting involved in different things. And my latest activity now, I'm president-elect for AIA Metro Phoenix, which is going to be another challenge. And it is my goal, to continue with this movement of trying to be more inclusive and trying to have a more diverse profession, for everyone.
You talk a lot about your own personal experiences inspiring you a lot. Is there any other creators have done similar activities, any other architects or designers that you felt have inspired you?
As a student and also as a young professional, I was always looking up, to other architects, especially those ones that were like developing their own business. And then early on, I was admiring Ricardo Legorreta or Calatrava in Spain, which was more related to my Hispanic culture. One of my favorites all-time architects have been in Japan. And then later, when I started practicing here in Phoenix, Jones Studio, Eddie Jones, him and his brother, I became really, inspired, about the way they were doing things, the way they were just trying to make architecture so simple, but at the same time, so creative.
What are some of your methods on collaborating with other groups and individuals to achieve the goals of a project?
For me, it's really important the communication. We learn about the architects. It seems to be like they were only themselves doing things. When in reality, there's a complete group of people, that we don't even know their names or who they are or what they do. But they were part of, this magnificent process. My studio operates as an open studio, and everybody will be able to listen and learn. This, I believe, is it's a really an important way for people to learn, about what they're doing, the reasoning behind, but also to interact.
So, for my last question, what would you recommend for myself or any other young architect to do to become a future creator of a great city like Phoenix?
It's really important for you to get involved, to understand how the city works in many different ways, how the society, collaborates and works around the network of the city itself. So get involved in anything that you can. There's many, many things.